What's up everyone, my name's James from the Fifa project. I hope you're all having a great day, and today we're going to be playing Arsenal career mode. It's episode 5 of this career mode so far, and my plan is to do 2 seasons, but that kind of depends on what you guys want. And looking at the table, you can kind of see where everyone's sitting. We're only 5 or 6 games in, and we're actually third, but if we've got a game in hand, so if we win that game we're going to be at the top again. It's definitely very close, and I always find the smaller teams like Watford, you always get a team like that who starts creeping up towards the top. So today we play West Brom as our first game, and then we play Zenit, which is our second game in the Europa League. So I'm quite excited about that. So coming up against West Brom is always, it's one of those games where you never really know what's going to happen. When you look at them in the Premier League this season, they've been relegated. For you guys that don't know that, they're definitely going to not be in the Premier League now for next season, but they're one of those teams that sometimes they can defend, sometimes they can't defend. Sometimes the issue they've always had, and the bottom line is, they just can't score goals. But they've always been, up until this season, very good defending and very good at keeping the opposition from scoring. But again, their issue has just been not being able to score. You can see we actually got that goal. That was a header from Mkhitaryan. It was a nice header, it was a nice cross, but the keeper just let that go straight under him. He should have definitely saved that. And again, West Brom are one of those teams that you really never know, and it's one of those teams that catch you out, and especially for me, they definitely catch me out in other career modes. You can see we did that fake shot and then blasted it into the corner just before half time, but as I was saying, they catch you out sometimes. One of those teams that, like when you play Chelsea, you think, you're on your A game, you're ready to play, you know it's going to be a difficult game, but then when you go ahead and play a West Brom, you think, I'll relax, talk to my mates, play this game, have a look on my phone, whatever you're doing, and that usually ends up in me losing, at least for me. So half-time stats, they did have a few shots, they did come forward a bit, and I've noticed in this career mode, because I am playing on Legendary, guys, for you guys that don't know, and I know I got asked that in the comments. But what I've noticed about this career mode so far is that the teams I'm playing against are definitely getting chances. I mean, you can see right there they score that goal, and teams against me are definitely getting chances. I've just noticed their finishing is something that's not been on point, and the position that we're in the league, I mean, it's only the start of the career mode, but there's definitely a lot of games that could have gone different. They definitely could have gone different if the team would have finished better, and that's a thing that I need to work on, because that's either going to change, or one time I'm going to come up against a team that are just on fire that day, and so I need to eliminate as many chances as I can rather than just saving the ones that they are having. That was an incredible cross and a nice little volley into the corner. And this Arsenal team, I think I said this in the last episode or the episode before, but I'm really enjoying this career mode more than I thought I would. I wanted to be Arsenal because it's more relevant to the recent times with them losing their manager at the end of the season, and I felt like it was a team that had a lot of work to be done, really, even though they have a great base. And I really thought this career mode was going to be more interesting for you guys, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to entertain and provide fun for you guys. It's not all about me and playing my games. I want you guys to have a massive say in what goes on around here. So let me know again in the comments what you want to see in the future, and I'll definitely be playing some games with the new World Cup mode that's coming out as well. It's just amazing how well I play with this Arsenal team and how well it's developed, even though I've only signed a few players. And I really feel, when I look at this style of play, these crosses, and how Bellerin's getting involved, and how that goal from Mahrez, and all of the goals that I've kind of scored, I've noticed how similar they are to Arsenal when they've been in good form. I just noticed that. And one thing you'll get out of these videos, guys, and you've probably noticed, I'm surprised no one's called me out on it in the comments, is how I can change from topic to topic. And I've always been doing it, guys. You'll get to know me better, and I'm always doing it. I go from one topic to the next, to the next, to the next. I can never shut my mouth, so that's quite funny. And I mean, you give me a mic and some video games, and I'm just going to talk all day long. I don't know what formations you guys prefer. You can see all the assists and goals on the screen right now, but I don't know what formations you guys prefer. But for me, I've always been a fan of the 4-2-3-1. I got it a few years ago when Mourinho was playing it at Chelsea. That was when I started using it in FIFA, and I've always enjoyed it. I feel like I control possession a lot more. One thing I do is I do struggle on Ultimate Team, with that formation. I've always struggled with it, and I think it's because I tend to play wingers. Like for example, right here you've got Mahrez and Iwobi on the wings right there, and they're really cams. They're not wings, but they play like wingers. And on Ultimate Team, unless I'm not a big fan of 7 chem or anything like that. I prefer to have every bit of chemistry I can get, and so I don't want to be playing a Sterling or anyone like that in that cam position. And then there's obviously the wide version of that formation, but then I just feel like they're too defensive. They have to run from the halfway line all the way into the box to get into the box, whereas these players are already near the box. So I tend to go with a 4-3-3 and keep it quite simple. That's usually what I do. And I think FIFA's evolved, and I think the formations evolve on FIFA. I think it's good to make sure you're changing things up every year and trying different things, because I noticed that on like FIFA 14, 13, what I would do is I would often use a 4-1-2-1-2 on FIFA 14. I used to use that before. I used to use 2 strikers, whether it would be a 4-2-2-2. And on these FIFAs, I just can't use those formations anymore. So comment down below, guys, and tell me what your favourite formation is. And for me, I would say overall it probably has to be the 4-3-3, and there's so many versions of it as well. And then we come up against Zenit here, which, as you can see, I thought we got kind of done out on that goal, guys. You can rewind that and watch that again, but one of the forwards pushed our player over. I think it was Sesson, and I was trying to make the tackle with, and then it just allowed their striker to run through and get the goal. But nevertheless, it was a great finish, so you've got to give credit where credit's due for that. I don't know what you guys think about like the refs and things in these games. I think my personal opinion is the refs have never been good, like in any FIFA. But then again, when you look at like real life football, when and does a ref ever make decisions 100% every time? So I guess there's that element to it. So I'm kind of got back and forth. I think you guys and me as well, we sometimes expect everything to be perfect, and I don't know. I'm not sure if it can always be perfect. I'm not really sure what my opinion is on that. I don't know what you guys think. And I was happy with that finish. And I've noticed what I've been doing is kind of switching Welbeck and Lacazette around. Lacazette playing in cam sometimes, and then Welbeck as the striker, and then switching them around and things. And same for Nelson and Iwobi on the wings when we've been playing them, switching them around a little bit. And I've been really enjoying that, just changing things around. And I said this in a previous episode, but what you want to do, guys, is constantly keep changing things, and the more you change it, the more you discover what works for you. And if you're in the 70th minute and you're struggling for a goal, change your striker and your cam around, or change your wingers around, or just subtle little things that make a big difference. You can see they had a stroke of bad luck there, and I watched the replay after that was going in from Nelson. That wasn't going wide. It looks like it was going wide a little bit from the first one, but that was definitely going in. It was on target, and that's why it counted as Nelson's goal, and they just helped it in. But we could start piling the pressure on there and make it 3-1 with Lacazette. And Lacazette I've never got on with in Ultimate Team or anything. I've always preferred Cavani if I had a Liga 1 team. I've just never got on with Lacazette. Obviously, I'm talking about when he played for Lyon. And but one thing I've noticed in this career mode is if you use him correctly, he's got really good agility, and he has got really good finishing, and that seems to be what I tend to use him to his strength, rather than trying to make him like an Aubameyang or like another striker. I think if you use a player to the strengths, I mean, it's even the same if you have a tall player like Andy Carroll or Benteke. They're not necessarily the best players ever, but if you use them right, they can do well. And actually, guys, I want you to tell me this, because I'm not sure. I come from like more old school football, and I would call that goal a bicycle kick. I would call that a bicycle kick. And then I would call like Ronaldo's goal for Real Madrid recently, I would call that an overhead kick. But I know some of you guys would call the overhead kick a bicycle kick. But then what would you call that goal? So it's kind of, I don't really know what it is, but that's kind of what more the old school guys say, and I kind of always have said that as well. Taking that long shot before the end, the first half, and 4-1 at half time. It almost seems like the game's kind of set in stone. If you enjoyed that first half or the commentary or anything about this video, guys, I really appreciate if you click the like button. That just, again, it just lets me know that I'm doing a good job. It lets me know that you guys are appreciating what I'm doing for you, and hopefully you are enjoying them. And any tips, guys, I'm open to constructive criticism. I'm not one of these people that don't have an open mind. I'm quite happy for people to say, you know what, James, this is great, but this could be better, and you could do this better, and I'm open to that. And if you didn't see the first video, guys, you might want to go back and check through the playlist. There's a whole playlist, so you can watch one after another of this career mode, and that's going to be on the channel forever. Obviously, this is a brand new channel. This is our first series, so the views are going to be a lot lower, and as we grow and as we get bigger, more people will be watching them and things like that. And that's my goal, is to help more people enjoy themselves, help more people actually enjoy watching videos, enjoy, you know, I want people to be able to sit down, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, because we're so busy in our lives with school and work and other things, and I just want, it's important to take time out for yourself. And even if it's just when you're eating your dinner, maybe you sit down and watch a game or something, and maybe you get some enjoyment out of that, and maybe you like these commentaries, and maybe you think I've got some good insights of different things and what's going on in football. So I would appreciate it if you guys subscribe to the channel. And there is, again, there's 6 videos a week coming out, and that's going to be for a very long time. I don't think that's going to be slowing down anytime soon. I am working my ass off to get these videos out, and I hope you guys appreciate it. So if you subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be able to get those videos. It'll notify you every time that I upload a video, and that way you won't miss future videos from this career mode, other career modes, and you know, the World Cup mode and other modes. And it's all FIFA content, this channel. It's not going to be, I'm not going to start playing Fortnite or anything like that. It's going to be all FIFA content all the time. And that penalty we missed at the end, I did that for you guys. I was trying to score the cheeky little chip down the middle, and I think we've had 2 or 3 penalties on this career mode so far, and don't quote me on this, but I think I've missed all of them. And when I miss penalties, oftentimes it's just the keeper saving them. It's not really in my control. It's usually the keeper saving them. It's not usually me actually putting it wide or over. And I think I've already talked about my system with the youth players, where I only have like the 15 or 16 year olds of potential of 94. So I'm not going to go into that again, but I may in a future video for you guys who are just tuning in late to these episodes. And I think that's where we're going to close up, guys. Brighton, and I'm not sure our other opponent is next time, but thank you for watching. My name is James, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.